Hey squad, welcome back. This is Prepping with Sarge. I've got another scenario for you, and I want to say before I get into this one, thank you so much to everyone who responded to the hospital attack scenario. It's really something that I am concerned about on this channel, and I'm going to continue to talk about the concern that we have, according to intel, some sleeper cells inside the United States who are preparing to do a terrorist attack on the homeland, right? So if you haven't seen that video, we'll go ahead and put it up here. Or is it here? So if you haven't seen that video, we'll go ahead and put that up the top here, and please go ahead and check out my response to that. And also, if you go into the community posts, I linked some other channels who responded to that as well. So for this video, we're gonna do it a little bit different. And again, I welcome you to give me your responses either in the comments down below, or if you wanna do a video response, then go ahead and tag me in that, but make sure that I see that. You might have to leave me a message on one of my videos so that I catch it, because I wanna shout you out and I wanna make sure that people can see your video as well. Okay, so today's scenario, let's talk about, we've had some of these fictional movies, and again, now we're starting to get into stuff that I think is a little bit more far-fetched, but I think it is good to kind of game these scenarios out a little bit and just give it some thought. So we're talking now like really bad, like TEOTWAWKI, SHTF, like end of the world kind of bad apocalypse, Armageddon, however you want to call it, end of days. And let's say the scenario in the United States is that it's deteriorated, civil unrest has deteriorated so much so that it's similar to what you saw in the A24 movie Civil War, or maybe Homestead, I think was Angel Studios Homestead, which I've reviewed both of those movies. You can go check out my reviews for those I think they're in the live streams if you want to check that out. But something like that, where we basically have the structure, supply chains, things like that have broken down, and we have, massive amounts of unrest, factions fighting against each other. Again, I hope that we never see anything like this in our lifetime. I don't think we'll see this in our lifetime, but as being that this is a prepping and survival channel, we do sometimes talk about these more extreme scenarios as well. So question is for you to answer in your response, if you could only pick 5 firearms to have with you, let's say maybe you had to relocate or whatever, and you could only take 5 firearms with you. I know you're saying, well, I would take all of them with me. I get it. Just play along for the purpose of this. It's massive civil unrest, massive factional violence, and you can only get to pick 5 firearms. I want to know what you'd pick and why. Okay, so as an example, you may say I pick a Ruger 1022 because it's really good for hunting squirrels and small game, and it's also very quiet. Okay, so I want to know what you pick and why. Okay, 5 firearms. That's it. That's all you get. Okay, so just play along. I know sometimes people get hung up on the but what if. If you don't have the answer because I didn't give it to you here, like what time of year it is and that kind of stuff, just make it up. Just, if I didn't give you details, feel free to use your own creative liberties with this. I'm more interested in what people's thoughts are on these scenarios, and not so much than like getting hung up on the details. So don't worry about it if I didn't give you specific details that you feel like you need. Just fill in the blanks. Okay. As with the previous scenarios, I'm gonna wait a couple weeks, kind of or maybe a week, give people a chance to respond. You know what? No, let's do that differently. I'm gonna give you my response now because I don't want my response to be tainted by what you guys say. So I'm gonna tell you, without reading any of your responses, I'm gonna do another video as soon as I shut this one off, and I'll give you my responses. But I'm not gonna release that till at least a week or two, because I want to give other people a chance to get theirs out, and then I will release mine. Okay, so thank you so much to everybody who's participating in these scenarios. I think using our think you think is also another way that we need to be preparing. We need to basically game out these scenarios in our mind and think critically, practice those skills. Some of these scenarios are harder than others, like that hospital attack one was pretty hard. This one here, I think most preppers have an idea of like what your 5 preferred firearms are. All right, thank you so much for checking this out, and I'm gonna leave you with the sponsor for this video. Thank you so much for those of you guys who stay and support the sponsors of these videos. It is really the main way that this content and my brand is staying afloat right now. My ad revenue is very, very low because of the type of content that we're talking about. YouTube's really cut me back. So If you can stay and if you could support the sponsors and the brands down in the description down below who help support my channel, that is what's keeping us afloat. So thank you so much to them, to the brands that I work with, to the sponsor that you're about to see, and especially to you, my audience. Keep planting your seeds, keep stacking your silver. This is Prepping with Sarge. Hey squad, thanks so much for watching today's video. Today's video is actually sponsored by AppMex. AppMex is my choice for online gold and silver when I'm looking to add to my stack. I do believe that with all the financial insecurity in the world, financial prepping is part of prepping, and gold and silver, having gold and silver in a physical form is one of the ways that you can not only hedge against inflation, but store some of your wealth even when currencies hit a crisis. And if nothing happens, if we never reach any kind of an SHTF situation, then gold and silver can be passed on to your children and grandchildren. Please check out AppMex on the internet at www.appmex.com. Tell them Prepping with Sarge sent you.